Hi Aquarius, I'm doing medium for you today. We're going to pull some tarot and then we'll pull messages from heaven. Who wants to come in for Aquarius? Who wants to come in for Aquarius? Who wants to come in? Okay. They haven't showed them their face yet, so give me 1 second. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I have your father here. Okay, let's see, heart to heart messages and communication from your father and your guides. And then we'll get into what's trying to be told here. Okay. We have been together in dreams. Is there anything else you want to say to Aquarius? Okay. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. You are never alone. Is there anything else you would like to say? Okay. We are so connected. I am learning over here. I am surrounded by loving animals. Okay, Aquarius. I'm going to pull on any communication from your father and any guides that are surrounding you. Okay? Like angels, guardian angels, any people that have passed also that are surrounding you. Okay. All right. That jumped out. Okay, so we have tune into the rhythm of nature. Let us connect together there. Talk to us. We are still listening. Oh my. Changes can bring you new life and energy. We will hold your hand. Okay? Aquarius, what your father has been trying to communicate. Okay. He says pull one more. Hold us in your heart, not in your home. It is okay to declutter. So if you're holding on to things. Okay, so all right, so I have the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is for those who normally, listen to tarot. the Hermit, Judgment, Eight of Swords, Temperance reverse, the Tower reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that there has been a little bit of stagnation. Okay, there's been maybe laziness, maybe avoidance. Okay, your dad is telling you to let God guide you. Okay, it could be God's source, whatever you believe in, but let God guide you here to your freedom of feeling Eight of Swords. Okay, of feeling held back, stuck, right? And usually the Eight of Swords is, it's not necessarily the circumstance that you're in. It's like you're holding yourself there. As you can see here in this card, that the ropes are really loose. She can get free if she wants to. Okay? She can get free and take the blindfold off and walk if she wants to. But it's like a comfort zone at this time for you to be held down in your own and I don't normally like using the word pity, but it's like your self pity here, okay? To where you're like, it's nice here. I'm gonna stay here. I don't care how dark it is, right? I don't care how dark it is. I will stay in bed. I will not go and associate with no one. It looks a little dangerous. A little depression is sneaking up, and that's dangerous. Okay, Aquarius. He's asking you to balance out what had happened, the situation that had happened, to make you feel like, number one, it's okay to be where you are in that state of mind. Number two, it could have been a tower moment for you to where you had to start over, but he's saying that stability is ahead, okay? Stability and money, abundance is ahead for you, but you have to get your mind out of this. You have to stop having that stinking thinking, right? Of you're not free. Okay, because you are free. All right. Oh, I feel so sad. I do. I feel so sad because it's one thing being in this state of mind, but it's another liking it. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So let's pull on some chakras that can be healed and help you get out of this funk that you're in. Okay? Oh my goodness. I think the power went off. I do apologize. Let me make sure the camera is still going. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I don't know if that was a sign for you, Aquarius. Things happen a lot while I'm doing readings. We'll just say that much. Okay, so chakras. We have the Soul Star Chakra, which is divine wisdom. We also have visualization, which is the third eye. Life purpose, which is your throat chakra. And we have another Soul Star Chakra, which is universal light. Okay, so let's start with, I'm gonna show you, let's see. I'm going to show you a map of the chakras. Okay, so we have Soul Star, Crown, third eye, throat, And then it goes all the way down to the Earth Star Chakra. Okay, so you know where your chakras are located. I am going to start off with the throat. We'll move on to the third eye and then the soul star. Okay, we'll work our way up. All right. Okay, so with the throat chakra, it helps you speak your truth and communicate easily with self-expression. Okay, this card is mainly to help you communicate your life purpose. All right, whether that deals with communication itself. Okay, I do have other cards to go along with this, which is visualization. I do apologize. It's Mercury retrograde and my words are stumbling. Okay, so the third eye chakra, visualization, to where you visualize your life purpose, right? But I am going to tell you what you can do in regards to the throat chakra. You can use meditations online. I use Meditative Mind on YouTube. You can type in throat chakra and it'll come up. Many meditations will come up. Okay. I use crystals for meditating, and one of those crystals would be Amazonite, turquoise, aquamarine, celestite. You can also use aromatherapies such as sage, geranium, lemongrass, eucalyptus. You can also drink herbal teas, chamomile, peppermint, and lemongrass. Herbal teas are really good for the throat chakra. Fruit juices and water is really good. It one of the affirmations, excuse me, one of the affirmations would be, I am clear about what I want and I communicate it easily. All right. Then we have visualization. Visualization is having the vision of your purpose here, since that card was synchronistic with this one. So visualization, throat chakra, one of the things that you can do is you can drink wine. Wine helps. You can also eat fermented products if you don't like wine. You can eat herbs such as herbs and spices such as poppy seeds, rosemary. You can also drink herbal teas that have lavender, rosemary, or juniper in it. Aromatherapies would be lavender, Palo Santo, peppermint, or patchouli. Okay, it helps you trust your intuition and act accordingly. All right, it helps you also to see beyond appearances and illusions. Okay, then we have the soul star chakras, and I have divine wisdom and universal light. So with these, both of these here, they're obviously sent from the divine. Okay, and by that I mean your guides, God, everyone that's surrounding you at this time. So divine wisdom would be, they have something to tell you. They have something to tell you that is very important concerning your life purpose, and maybe you haven't been praying for guidance. That's what they're here for, is to point you in the right direction. Okay, so you can meditate with the soul star chakra using clear quartz. I use clear quartz. You can get in the shower and imagine yourself being covered with gold that washes over the negativity that you're feeling, and that opens up the soul star chakra. This is almost like your higher self, okay, that's speaking to you also. and others, obviously, because we have universal light here, and universal light, it connects you to everything. It connects you to your higher self. It connects you to your past life traumas. It connects you to this life trauma, right? To where what you need to heal from it. Okay. This isn't easy. You're gonna have to sit in your emotions. Okay, that's not easy. I think you've been sitting in your emotions for a long time, but you haven't been feeling them. You haven't been completely embracing what the lesson is that they have for you. Okay, and that's why these came out. All right. Um, let's see. I'm gonna put these here. Let me see. Maybe I think I'm gonna pull from the Priestess of Light Oracle deck, and sometimes it gives more of an idea of what to do and how to be, and how to move forward here. So let's pull from the Princess of Light, and then I'll move on to more healing. Okay. I have a few. Okay, so I have duality, many meanings and misunderstanding. Also have portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. So this is happening to you. You are starting to awaken. Divine masculine, electric active power. Okay, so we'll start off reading the duality from the guidebook, number 36. Number 36. There we go. The disciple priestess Magdalena, like I said, my words are going to trip over itself, so sits at the entrance to the cave, a place of retreat. The skull on her lap indicates her spiritual side, whereas the open book represents her scholarly and educated side. Her red dress and white sash beneath her symbols of the divine feminine and divine masculine combined. Your life is also full of dualities. You are at the same time masculine and feminine. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Okay, you have both. Your life is also, okay, I read that one. Physical and ethereal, fully human and fully divine. This card encourages you to explore all these true yet diverse aspects of yourself. It may feel strange to dive into new spiritual practices if you've always been physically oriented. An active masculine approach to life may feel unnatural if you've traditionally been in more reflective and feminine mode. But these deeper layers of yourself now long to be expressed. In opening up to these experiences, you will tap important, previously unknown strengths and talents and widen the scope of your spiritual, your personal, and even your professional life. Finally, there is a message of warning in this card regarding distorted perceptions. Magdalena, which is Mary Magdalene, has been historically misunderstood, called a prostitute when she was actually an educated landowner. Be conscious of the ways you may be misunderstood, and be courageous in your intention to live your own life and stand in your truth. Also be aware of any misunderstandings you carry about yourself. Any limiting and judgmental notions must be set aside. A clear understanding of your truth requires you to embrace your divine nature, the most gracious and powerful part of your many-faceted, sparkling identity. Okay, there is an affirmation. I'll activate it. I am willing to explore the many wonderful sides of my nature. I am open to understanding the depths of my truth and expressing that to others. So because this came out, I will I'll read the Divine Masculine next because it seems to correlate. So let's look at number 8. This is the card of Osiris, Master of Resurrection. He heralds a time of active creative energy in your life. He fuses his own inner light with the powerful and internal vibration of universal consciousness, which we got the universal light here, okay? Being newly empowered in every cell and every thought, the hawk that sits on his shoulders has a strong life force and intense energy. This card indicates that you're entering this field of expansive energy at this time. In flight, the hawk has great vision and the ability to communicate with the spirit of creation. And this is an important message for you. You are moving into a time of great creative and productive energy. So let yourself consider what project or activity is calling to your soul. Whether it's a new business, a novel, or a work of art, now is the time to focus on this type of endeavor. Your own resonance vibrates with an absolutely electric connection with universal inspiration and accelerated action. In fact, you may emerge from this time feeling not only reinvigorated, but even reinvented. On a personal level, this card could signify an approaching relationship with a man. It may be a new romance, or it could be a strong friendship or business connection. This man brings fresh ideas and dynamic energy into your life. So be conscious of any new opportunities. Remember, as you receive the guidance and support, always to maintain your own creative intention and listen to your own intuitive voice. There is an affirmation for this card. As I connect with the creative force in the universe, my own creativity expands and thrives. Okay? So I'll put this one, the Divine Masculine, over your life purpose, and duality over universal light here. Okay? So we have Portal. Usually I don't get 3 of these cards, I only get 1. So this is very interesting. That's why I'm reading all of them, because they coincide with each other. Okay, so this card heralds the coming of a very powerful time for you. It signifies no less than the awakening of your infinite and eternal awareness. A golden radiance encircles the crown chakra and third eye. Okay, so that's very synchronistic with your soul star about the gold in the shower, okay? Representing the profound connections that reach from your own mind to unlimited power of divine source. This is the portal to your ultimate experience of inspiration. You are connected to the unending flow of beneficial information from the Akashic records resonating all around you. So the Akashic records are, it's an emotion, how can I explain this? It is an emotional feeling that you open up, and it's information that gives you a new perception of the world around you. And it could give you a memory of what had happened to you either in past lives or in this excuse me, in this life, to where it changes your perception of the way that the situation is. I hope I made sense. God help me, right? I really do. I hope I made sense. Excuse me, I'll give you an example. So if you're looking at this lady on the card and you're like, oh, she's so beautiful, and you're staring at it, just seeing her beauty, right? But another person looks at this card and they say, oh, I really like her headdress. So they stare at her headdress the whole time, right? So your perception of the card is, oh, beauty. Their perception of the card is, oh, wow, fashionable, right? Okay. All right, I'll keep going. And it gives emotions. It gives off an emotion to you of your perception of what's happening. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I got lost in my own babbling. Give me 1 second. Okay, touching on everything from creative or artistic endeavors to work projects and even financial investments, this doorway to eternal guidance is open to you now. The record's energy, represented by the sacred geometry of the circle and triangle, vibrates through the ever expanding flow of energy in your life. The circle is the very real vortex of your eternal consciousness, which is being sent outward in every direction by the arrows, which is the triangles you see here, by the arrows and triangles of your intention and life force. But just as the rays of your own light moves out into infinite awareness, so too do the rays of divine consciousness return to commune with you. This magical connection can change your life in particular ways. It heightens your intuition, helping you harness the wisdom of the universe throughout all your experiences, great and small. When this card shows up in your spread, you will find yourself making spontaneous, honoring decisions, trusting your choices, and clearly seeing the future potentials coming into your life. The portal marks a time of expanding consciousness, open to the guidance of your own eternal mind, and look to the future with confidence. There's an affirmation. Heavenly light opens my crown and brow chakras, which is your third eye. I resonate with the eternal wisdom of my soul. I am divinely guided. So all of this here that I just read, it does correlate with divine wisdom. Okay? If you do not know what Akashic records are, if my explanation wasn't that great, and sometimes it's not, so but you can look it up and do some research concerning your Akashic records. And I do advise you to do this. Okay, I have done some readings on Akashic records for other people personally. For example, one of my friends, I did one for her, and she found herself, it's like a meditation, like a guided meditation, okay? But only the emotions that you feel change your perception of what is around you, okay? So she imagined herself, we did the guided meditation, and I asked her what was she seeing. And she seen herself out in the country, what she calls the country, with snow-capped mountains, right? And she was in the backyard of a plantation house, and it had many tables. I'll lay this down. It had many tables situated in the backyard with books on top of these tables. And she was told to open one of the books up. And when she did, she was seeing her past life. And I had to write it down and record it for her because she was just going a million miles an hour. Okay. I had to listen to every detail because every detail matters. But her feeling of emotion at that moment was she was seeing what was happening in her mind and feeling what was happening in her body it changed her perception of the world around her and the reality she's in now. Okay? So, oh, that's a lot. It got deep. It got deep, Aquarius. But you guys like that. So we're good. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to pull on, because it spoke about sacred geometry. I do have sacred geometry cards here. So I'm going to pull on those and see if anything significant comes out for you. And this is like the second medium I've done for this set, because I go through all the signs and then I start over, right? And it's not in order or any rhyme or reason. I just sit and meditate on the cards and see what signs come up. But this is the second one that had Akashic records mentioning within the reading. I'm sorry, I just got lost there. I did. I got lost. Oh, I was concentrating on these cards and looking at the cards and reading them. So right here, because it said this one that came out is the divine, the feminine divine, which I call the divine feminine, and you also got the divine masculine there. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I think this one wants to come out. Oh, there's many. Okay, so that's fine. We'll do it. We shall do it. So let me get the guidebook, because they have crystals that go along with them. So number 21, which is the icosahedron. This one, excuse me. This one is I am the divine goddess. It's time for some goddess empowerment. This card represents sexuality, creativity, emotions, desires, and the birthing of ideas, as well as physical birth. Whether you are a man or a woman, this card suggests that you are not balanced in the feminine aspects of yourself and are overcompensating in the masculine area. It also represents drive and ambition. Okay, so the practical application for this card, as water is feminine in aspect and deals with emotions, its essence can be used for empowerment, nurturing, self-loving, creativity, and healing. It assists, nurtures, and heals you emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. As you bathe or swim, call upon the goddess energies, bringing through beautiful swirls of green and blue to nourish and nurture the Sacral Chakra. Okay, and I'll go over the Sacral Chakra with you. Some of the crystals that you can use is the icosahedron platonic solid, which is this shape. Okay, rose quartz, chrysocolla, and moonstone. Okay, and the sacral chakra. Okay, so the sacral chakra you can use is located in the pelvic area, obviously, and it's the ability to relate to the world and nurture healthy relationships. It also gives you that type of vulnerability. Okay, it helps you let go of shame or guilt and create space for new energy. One of the affirmations for the sacral would be light radiates from me. I embrace my emotions. All right. You can eat sweet fruits or nuts. You can also drink herbal teas that have cinnamon or vanilla in them, and also any aromatherapies that have citrus oils, jasmine, lang lang, or clary sage. You can wear the color orange. With the sacral chakra, these crystals that I have for the sacral chakra listed would be orange calcite, cornelian, sunstone, or gold tiger eye. Gold tiger eye would actually help you right now, considering the situation that was in your tarot earlier. Okay, it helps you get rid of fear. All right, fear of what's outside of you and what's inside. Okay. All right, I'm starting to cry again. So let's let's go to the next one. Is number 47. Number 47. Okay, so this one is vitality. Energize your whole being. Okay. I feel energized, healthy, and well is the affirmation. This card is shown up to remind you of the importance of keeping an active mind and an active body and staying mentally and physically strong. To be able to survive in your everyday life, we have to maintain a certain energy level. When we are refreshed and energized, we are less likely to suffer from mental or physical illnesses as we keep our minds and bodies active and positive. Our physical and spiritual temples gain vitality, health, and wellness. The fitter and more active we are, the more endurance we have. So some of the crystals that suggested for this is garnet, ruby, pyrite, or colprite. Okay, I have take the time to walk, ride a bike, or swim. Practice meditation or yoga. Spend time with friends and laugh. Or find some solitude to nurture yourself within the comfort of your own space. By staying energized and balanced on all levels, we gain a stronger connection to the earth and a stronger connection to spirit. The pathway from the base chakra, pathway from the base to the crown, allowing for clear channeling while being able to ground spiritual energies into the physical body. Okay. So yeah, I have, because this is concerning the base chakra, it looks like. So I have some crystals, red tiger eye, I think it mentioned these, garnet and ruby, and red jasper, and hematite can help with that. You can also wear the color red. Aromatherapies that you can use for the base chakra would be cedar, ginger, rosemary, cinnamon, and angelica. You can also eat chives or cayenne pepper, horseradish, hot paprika, anything spicy, proteins, and root vegetables. All right. It helps you gain the right of confidence. Okay. Then we have expansion, evolve, and expand. And I'm going to look for number 35 here. I evolve and expand in consciousness. The universe and I are one. Excuse me. Energy created the universe, and the universe is continually expanding. As this is occurring, it also must be true that as physical three-dimensional beings, our consciousness must also expand. As we have entered into the fifth dimensional reality, this card is here as a reminder that we are forever evolving and expanding. To stay within the perimeters and remain balanced with the inevitable changes, we too must continually expand on all levels of our being. So with this, you can use an ammonite fossil, which is this shape of an ammonite, chariot, or chariot. Some people call it chariot, but I call it chariot. It's purple and black. Okay. And then, let me grab it. Hold on, sorry. Chrysanthemum stone. I'm not sure exactly what that is. You might have to Google that one. lanthanum stone. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull on some affirmations for you to help you during this time, because you're kind of sitting in the pit, right, of depression here. So positive affirmations help. They really do. Positive affirmations. And if you don't have any crystals, you can get them off of eBay, Etsy, Amazon, any metaphysical supply stores that are surrounding you. You can go get some there. I'll take these. And that one, I guess. Huh? Obstacles or detours in the right direction. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Okay, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you next time.